Yeah, welcome to the Rebuttal Entertainment. Come on in. You see, we got this beautiful boxer, Miss Franchon Crews-Dezurn in the house. Lou, introduce it to everybody, Lou.
Yeah, I'm gonna start this thing off right, man. We got to give this young lady a proper introduction. I did my homework. Stop me if I'm wrong. 15-time world amateur champ, 5-time Pan Am gold medalist, 2-time Olympic alternate, WBO, WBC, singer, songwriter,
Hey,
entrepreneur,
woo!
seamstress, heavy hitting diva, super middleweight. Man, I did so much research on this young lady. I couldn't even get no sleep at night. But like we said,
Oh,
man, welcome to the Rebuttal Entertainment, Miss Franchon.
thank you so much for having me.
Man, we just gonna look. We just gonna dip right into it, man. Time is of the essence. How did Franchon get into boxing?
Well, I actually started boxing because, as you stated, I'm a singer and a songwriter, and that was my first love. So I just started boxing to lose weight. I was a street fighter though, so fighting wasn't like foreign to me. But I just started boxing to lose weight,
All right.
and it just took off. I had no plans. I just jumped in and got busy.
So that's what I need to do, Lou. Just go hit the heavy bag, do some road work to lose weight.
Hey,
Yeah.
do what you gotta do, champ. You know.
Shoot, the first day I walked in the gym, I was sparring and got a busted lip, and I was about that life, and I just stayed with boxing.
I know that's right. Unified super middleweight champ. How do it feel when people say that? Cause they tried their best not to give it to you now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned not to give energy to things that don't matter, and what's for me is always going to be for me, and I knew that even when people try to take it from me. So when it's said, I'm always grateful. I'm always humble with it because, like you said, people can try to take it away from you. But when you know you work hard and you know it's meant for you and everything's in divine order, you don't stress about those things.
That's right.
But it's an honor.
Yeah, it is an honor, and it was an honor for me to watch the situation that you was in with this Miss Alexandra Jimenez. I think it was. I don't know if I pronounced the name right. She was in the ring, and she was basically cheating. And what came
She
behind that?
cheated.
Yeah, she cheated. Yeah, and then you took your belts, but the humbleness that you showed fighting to get your belts back. I think the WBO gave it right back, and WBC gave you some hard time. Just to be humble during those times, knowing that the opponent that you was fighting was loaded. They were cheating. So for me, I take my hat off to you
Thank
for
you.
doing that. Yeah, can you walk us through that process, if you don't mind, of what you was going
You
through?
know, first off, I didn't think I lost the fight. Just from points and you know what I mean? Like I didn't think I lost the fight, and a lot of other people agreed with me. Um, but when it happened, I knew in my heart and I would not let it go that something was weird. I've been boxing a very long time. I've been in there with all types of fighters, from grassroots to world champion, elite amateurs, and I knew that something wasn't right. And I just, prepared for the worst and hope for the best, and just stayed true and made sure I was clean. And when she took the test, that one glimpse of hope, it came through and she got exposed. But I knew it
Exactly.
was going to happen. I've been knew it was going to happen.
Man, when you take a look at her, something was wrong. I said, hold on, nah, man, she got to be on something. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And to me, you are so right. I thought you still won the daggone fight.
I had it 115, 113.
You know what I mean? So I really think that you did a good job. But what did you take anything away from them that fight? What did you take from it?
They
Yeah, I
come
think
back
She
she
froze
on.
it.
yeah,
There you
Okay.
go. There you go. You back. You back.
Thank you.
What did you take from that fight, though? Did you take anything away from it?
Yeah, I did. I should have been more disciplined because I clearly was a superior boxer. Like I was a way better boxer, but I think I just got over anxious and every time I fought as a champion and in my professional situation, it was always under some weird circumstance, and it was a lot of pressure. Like, it was never going into a fight where I could just focus on the fight. I had a lot of outside entities trying to distract me, and basically a lot of BS I had to deal with. But I just have to center myself, and I learned a lot just to stay disciplined to my skill. But I learned what I was made of. I learned I'm really that girl. And if a person feels like they have to juice for a whole year to fight me, I'm really that chick. So my confidence went out the roof, honestly.
Yeah,
I know that's right.
it's supposed to. Shit, it's supposed to. And that's one thing I want to talk about is the confidence, man, that you show, throughout your fights that I saw. There's one incident you say, "Fuck the hair, I want the belts."
Yeah.
I love that because anybody else probably would have been in like embarrassed mode or like, "Oh, this I can't." I don't know how you felt about it, but I just know that you
Baby.
made the best of it. You came out and said, "Look, I'm gonna own this shit, and that's how we're gonna do it." What was you going through at the moment at that time?
I was embarrassed. I was like, "Oh my God, this is not happening." I felt like everything was crumbling, like a wall was coming down. I'm using one hand to hold this side, and this side is coming down. I was like, "Oh shoot." But I was blessed because I have a great corner. I have a great coaching staff. My husband was there. And just, I think I was surrounded by love, and you get so caught into those situations like, "Oh my God, you want to work for now, you want to work for the future." And when my coach told me, "You gonna let her walk out of here with everything you work hard for," and it was like, "Do you want that hair? Do you want the belts?" Because I know the belts are leverage for what I'm trying to do in my life, and it gets me more opportunities. And he said, "Do you want the hair? I want the belts." I was like, "F that hair, I want the belts." And at the end of the
That's
day, my
right.
check is still gonna clear. And I just owe it to myself. I couldn't walk out the ring knowing that, because I was worried about some freaking extensions, that I didn't give the best I could. And at the end of the day, I actually came through like the old hood friend.
I
Franchon
saw
came
that.
home. People was like, "You should have did that earlier in the fight." And I was just like, you know what? That's where I took most of my lessons from, just not being held back. Because at the end of the day, nobody in there is fighting for me but me. So I just owe it to myself just to give it 100%, no matter what anybody thinks.
Yeah, I got you. Everybody coming in now, Lou. Brian, son of God, say hello, everyone. Miss Sexy, she come in fine. I was
What's
gonna
up,
ask the
Miss
same
Sexy?
question. I was gonna ask her the same question, but let's get it in here. She said, "Would you like to have a rematch with Clarissa Shields?"
Oh yeah, most definitely. We actually talk about that all the time. Um, as you know, especially with her not going pro on our first fights, there ain't no punk in our bloods. I will use another word, but it's a little derogatory. But there's no punk in our bloods.
That's right.
And women's boxing is exploding right now. So I think what she's been able to do for the sport, and what I've been doing for the sport for, before she came along, I think the fans deserve it, we deserve it, and we deserve to be compensated for it. So that's kind of what we're working towards. She's doing amazing things. I have some big things on the horizon. And, I'm still trying to catch up with her. She undisputed in 2 weight classes, and I'm just trying to get undisputed in 1. So once I achieve some of my personal goals, we have no issue fighting each other, long as, the business part is right.
I know that's right. Look, we got some very intelligent women in here, so they're gonna be bringing these questions. I'm telling
Yes,
you now.
indeed. Yes, indeed.
Monica say, "What have you learned from the first fight with who was it? Marissa Cornejo? And was she a tougher fight the first time or second time?"
Oh, Maricela Cornejo?
Yeah, her.
No, she was easy work both times.
I know that's right. Tell them.
I'm being 100% honest. The only issue I had was just the circumstances outside of the ring, like the politics around those fights with her. No, I mean, some people were taught to fight and some people were born fighters. I was a born fighter that learned how to box. And then she's more so of a person who works out, who know how to throw a couple punches. what I learned from is you can have all the muscle and have the publicity and have all these things, but you're gonna have to back that hype up. I don't have an issue with
Mm-hmm.
that because I'm not hype. I everybody know when I step in the ring, I'm gonna throw down, so I'm good.
Yeah, I
That's
know that's
right.
right. Go ahead, Lou. I know that's right.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I think you took Clarissa Shields fight on like a 2-week, 3-week notice.
Yeah, like 2 weeks. I literally was sitting on the couch, because in December the US Open National Tournament was going to start, and I was like, I really want to go to the Olympics. I was going for 2020, and when she called, I had like 2.5 weeks to get ready, and I was just like, you know what, F it, and I just went and did it.
Do you feel like you benefited from that?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. When I became selfless, rather than just like, oh, of course, I don't go into any situation planning to lose. But I also knew the circumstances. If I didn't knock her out or, just dominate, I wasn't going to get the decision. So it's more so looking at it like an exhibition, just putting on for women's boxing, and just nobody else will fight her. And I felt that was kind of selfish, especially with her being a 2-time Olympic gold medalist. And she was the spearhead for women's boxing. She was one of the
Mm-hmm.
people in the forefront spearheading the new generation of women's boxing. I just felt like, this has to happen. So when I got the call, I say, the business is right. I made a smart move and told them, like, I'm not an opponent. I'll take this fight, and I need you guys to invest into my second fight so I can have a career as well. So, doing that, it set both of us on our own paths, and we're both world champions, multiple title holders. She's over in the UK fighting this weekend. I have a huge fight
Yep.
coming in a few months. So yeah, if I had to do it again, I would do it again. No questions asked.
That's
That's
right.
right. Hey Lou, look, they keep coming. Well, since we on the Clarissa Shields train, she said, when you lost to Clarissa Shields, what did you do to keep your mental state intact after such a loss? And who was there for you to tell you everything will be okay?
Well, I hope you watched the fight. As you could see, it was very competitive. Like, we needed more rounds. It was never like I didn't get my ass whipped. So, and I've been doing this a long time. You gotta take the L's with the W's, and I don't look at
Mm-hmm.
losses. I look at lessons. And I knew
Okay.
my circumstances with 2.5 weeks going against a 2-time Olympic gold medalist, fresh out of the Olympics. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? I'm surprised. Like, people were surprised that it was competitive. But I have a great coaching staff. I have a great small but mighty support system. My husband. Like, at the end of the day, it was all good. And actually, I didn't have time to even process because my
Yeah.
mom died 2 weeks later. So that's where all my focus went. She even reached out to me to send condolences. So I really never processed like, oh, you lost. I just went hard. Like I said, when my mother left, like, her life is not going to be in vain. I'ma just go hard, and that's what I've been doing
Mm-hmm.
ever since.
Wow.
Yeah, that's man, that's good. That's good. Miss Sexy want to know, do you have kids?
I have 2 cats. Proud cat mom. I would
Yeah, she
love to
said that.
be,
I
yeah, I would
said,
love to be a mom. I
mm-hmm.
just right now I'm coming into the prime of my life. I'm very healthy, and I know what's meant for me is going to be for me. And in the future, I hope to have children.
No, that, but go ahead, Lou.
Yeah, I wanted to say to Franchon, you the fight that you got coming up April the 30th, right?
Uh-huh.
That's what, 3 months, 2 months out. Walk like when you get the fight and they sign on the dotted line, what is your first like thought pattern? Like breaking the fight down, or do you just like be like, all right, we got to get this?
Well, this fight had been made June 19th of 2021. Then that was when Teofimo was headlining, and he caught COVID, and all this stuff happened. So then it was pushed back to September. Then that went down the drain. So mentally, I've been there. Like, I've already seen this before I knew I was going to go for undisputed before the opponent was there. That's what I already manifested. Um But once I had to first get my promotional situation together. I made some, I added a co-manager to my team. So that's Peter Kahn. He's amazing. I love him so much. And I just had to make some moves and shuffle some things around. And now we're here, new promoter, new fight date, bigger and better. And I'm just ready to get in shape, and beat this bitch up.
Well, that's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
Exactly. Whoop that ass. We got your back.
I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it real. She
That's
said,
right. That's what we do on the
I've
Rebuttal
never seen
Entertainment.
anyone like her. I'm like, baby girl, I beat plenty of girls like you. It's okay though.
Oh, they always talk that shit till they step in the ring. You know what I mean?
It's
But
okay.
it's exactly. How is it? How is it under? You can tell us now. How is it under Golden Boy promotion?
Oh, I'm not with them anymore.
You ain't with them? When that changed?
I told you I had to make some moves. I'm very
grateful. Okay. Hey. There you go.
Listen,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm very grateful for all the things I've been through, even though they were hard. Like that's part of my journey. I love Bernard Hopkins. He's a mentor to me. Always advocated for me even before I was signed to Golden Boy. So that's some great things I took from it. Now I'm signed with Matchroom Promotions.
Okay, so you're in progression with Matchroom. Okay.
And him and actually Jake Paul crazy ass is doing great things.
Yeah.
Women's boxing. Like
exactly.
As a boxer, he's a boxer. I'd be like, okay. But when he put on his promoter Paul hat, and that's what he's doing right now, I have to give him a lot of respect because this opportunity ahead of us is amazing.
Exactly. Now, we don't take him serious as a boxer, but I'm going to tell people all the time. Promoter, now he's going to get people where they're supposed to be. I'm telling people
about that
now,
all the time. Yeah.
They can say whatever they want about that guy. He's going to get y'all, whoever under him, he's going to get them where they be because he's trying to move up.
That's right.
Listen, I think because he's fresh eyes and fresh ears and just seeing like, he's leading with his, I guess, heart, because for him, the money to get these $1 million paydays came easy. Then, like he states when he met Serrano, he was like, "Damn, you getting that little bit of money, and you got all these different weight classes, titles in different weight classes." And he was just like, "You know what? I ain't for that. Like, I got your back." And you can hear all these no's, and that one yes can change your life, and that's what he's doing. And it's not only benefiting her. Look, I'm on a card, and it's just gonna continue to snowball. I mean, did you see the presser today?
Yeah, I watched it. Yeah.
I mean, Wall Street, jerseys, like they're getting equal treatment as the men would get for a super fight. And I think that is so amazing.
That's beautiful. That is beautiful. That was going to be my next question. Do you feel like women in boxing is where it needs to be? If not, what do you have to do to take it to that plateau if you don't think that it's there?
Well, I don't know. Like for me, I'm in a weird situation because I'm super accomplished. I've been successful my whole career from amateur to the pros. I think I'm likable. I think I'm marketable. But for me, it doesn't hit like it would hit for another girl. Like social media is weird, you know what I'm saying? But I see a lot of girls doing a lot of amazing things on social media as far as promoting themselves, whether they're promoting just their skill, whether they're, selling a little sex, doing what they got to do to get eyes on them. And I think women's boxing is going in the right direction. But what I will always say is just make sure you perform when you get in the ring. Do your thing when you get in the ring. That's the most important thing for me because I'm a real boxer. I'm not just like a actor or something like that. I fucking love boxing. I'm about that life. So just make sure when you step in the ring, work very hard, do the best you can. And that adds to pushing women's boxing forward.
And you know what, Lou? She is so right. Cause remember, what was we just talking about 2 days ago about the women boxing and what they wearing and the weigh-ins now, promoting themselves. And us men, we like, yeah. Then we gonna watch that fight. Exactly.
Yeah,
I usually don't watch the weigh-ins, but when the women get up there, I ain't gonna lie, I do watch it. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's right.
I'm weird, and that's cool. I think that's why I think the boxing world don't take to me so much as they do for other fighters. Like I'm an entertainer. Like I come from a singing background. I would be like a Beyonce in boxing. But I look at Little Kim. Little Kim broke a lot of rules. She was a fashion icon. She was talking raunchy, but she was still a lady. Like she could be there, titty out like what? I don't give a what. But you ain't gonna come at her crazy. Like you gonna respect her on the mic and what she do. So I mean, everybody has their own niche, and just do what you do. Be you. I love the different characters in women's boxing now.
Yeah, I love it too.
Lorenzo say, even though that girl was on steroids, I still think you clearly won the fight 8 rounds to 4.
Well, we only fight 10, but I'll take it.
Yeah, whatever it was. Yeah. So that means she only had 2. Let's ground them back.
That's right.
Exactly.
Oh,
do you feel you overlooked at 68 or as a great fighter?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm gonna pop my shit with a capital P. I'm definitely overlooked. But in the history books, I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think people, and it is not their job to go back and do homework. But if you respected Katie Taylor, I came out of that mob. Like when she won her first amateur world tournament, I was at that tournament. I paid my dues, and I just feel like everything's in divine order. I've been overlooked before, but I'm about to be on the co-feature on one of the biggest fights for females and in boxing history, period. And all I got to do is win and make even more history. So, I'm ahead of my game and people gonna catch up, so I'm not worried.
That's right. That's right.
She said they're gonna catch up, Lou. They're way behind.
They way behind. Oh man.
Exactly.
But my next question to you, Franchon, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. Having a husband in the sport of boxing, what's that like? What's the advantages and the disadvantages, if there are disadvantages? What's that like?
It's cool. It's very good. Boxing is a very lonely sport. Boxing is very time consuming. It's very mentally hard, because we go through so many emotions and we change over time. Like getting hit, or like you change physically, you change mentally, you change emotionally with each and every fight, training session, and all of that. So having somebody who understands and not just thinking like, oh, you crazy, you boxing ain't, why you doing this? It's never why are you doing this? It's like, why are you not doing it better? Why are you not going harder? Why are you not giving 100%? Those type of things. Having a husband, it brings comfort, and it's always good to have an advocate for you, especially being a female in a male-dominated sport. Having somebody that's in the sport that has a presence too, that's going to fight for you, it helps. And at home, life is regular, so it's just husband and wife, like that's real right. Talk. We cook, normal we laugh, we bicker, we got cats. We don't,
She killing me with these. Yeah. She killing me with these cats, man.
You gotta see them; they're crazy.
I saw your husband had both of the cats on the couch. I think he was laid on the couch with the cats. Man, they addictable once you fall in love with them.
Yeah, one of them I had the light brown one, Mr. Hash Brown. I've had him for about 9 years. I've actually had him longer than I had my husband. So
wow.
So, one gotta go. We know who that is. No. I'm messing with you.
He passed the test. Okay. Mr. Hash Brown approved.
That's right.
The other one, he's just a ball of nothing, ball of fur. So they actually help, especially with a lot of things going in the world with mental health. I would consider them our ES, emotional support animals, because like they really bring us peace,
Tony say that's a great attitude to have, and Miss Sexy say with you on a 7-fight win streak, what things you are going to do to keep that in check?
Do what I did today, get my ass in the gym. Excuse me. I don't have COVID. I'm choking on spit. But stay in the gym, stay focused, and just continue to invest in my career with sweat equity and just whatever I got to do. That's within my integrity to keep
right.
Exactly. Since you mentioned COVID, how did it affect you in any kind of way doing boxing or anything?
No, I'm blessed. I'm not perfect, but at the gym we try to keep strict protocol. My husband and I, we try to move a certain way, and I get tested and do what I'm supposed to do. I'm grateful it hasn't affected me up until this point. So let's just keep our fingers crossed.
Exactly.
Fingers
Exactly.
crossed. That's right.
Exactly. Go ahead, Lou.
Yeah. So my question to you, Franchon, is I can give you two things. I say, Franchon, I'm gonna grant you this, and you could change any two things in boxing. What would it be?
Any two things in boxing?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I would like females to be compensated more equally. Number one. And I'm split between two things. Can I say them?
Yeah,
you can say whatever you want on this my channel. You can say whatever you want.
One would be just like people would fight, like it wouldn't be such a stigma for a loss. Like we could take advantage with people just, even if you got a blemish on your record, you wouldn't be considered trash, or you wouldn't be considered old and washed and stuff. Like just fight, just let us fight, you know. And the other one would say just kind of clear out a lot of the politics for it, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I thought you were going to probably exactly. I thought you were going to say, "Shit, we won 3 motherfucking rounds." How about that?
Hey, if they pay me, look, I trained 3 rounds. That doesn't bother me. It is what it is. Like
I mean, not 3 rounds, 3 minutes, right? 3 minutes.
Yeah. That's okay. I knew what she was talking about. But like, if you pay me for the 3 minutes, I'm for it. Like I said, anything to get towards my goal, I don't mind putting the work in. But I'm not gonna fight 3-minute rounds and you're gonna pay me the same. Hell no.
Exactly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Trust me, we have fought for it, but you know they talking about science and all these things.
All that bull. I heard it.
I don't have time for that. I just have time to get my bag, punch some faces, make history, and keep moving. Like
that's right.
Oh my God, Miss Sexy say I looked you up, and so far you for a pretty good competition. What preparations you are taking for your next fight against Elaine?
Oh well, you know I actually have time. I have a little time. Well, let me tell you, but I don't have time. I'm just gonna prepare and really hone into my craft and just invest in myself. Like I don't have to rush. But I'm not gonna just sit around. You know what I'm saying? I'm working. I'm just building my foundation. Then I'll add different layers the closer we get to the fight, because it is a science. Like I can go hard for the next 3 weeks and physically peak before my fight, and then when I get in the fight, I'm trash. So I'm really just gonna have fun, just mentally prepare, physically prepare, and just live out my dream. It's already written. It's already The fight is already won. Like whatever's gonna happen in the fight is already written. I'm just gonna do what I can do and get there and do it.
I know that's right.
Be on the winning side of it. That's it.
Yeah.
Exactly. What goals you want to accomplish in 2022? What do you want to do? What do you want to accomplish?
I'm going to be a millionaire.
I
like that. I like that.
Matron gonna help you with that too.
Everything I do is gonna be towards that. Number one, just be undisputed. Continue to work on some of my flaws like time management and just better myself. I think once I better myself, anything is possible. Clarissa Shields is fighting in the UK this weekend on a big platform, and I designed her outfit. So she's wearing something that I made, and that's huge for me. And I appreciate her support, so I'm going global. I just want to keep perfecting everything I do, from boxing to sewing to building my brand outside of the ring, and just live life and just help others around me too.
Exactly. If y'all just getting in here, we got the beautiful Franchon Crews in the house. She say she whooping the ass. She taking names. She don't care who getting in her way. So y'all may put the questions in, and Monica keep rolling with them. Monica say, what you want your legacy to be when you done boxing? What might people say it about you when you put the gloves up?
That I was eccentric. They probably say like, oh, she she likes fashion and she hits hard. She kind of wild, but I don't know. I don't know. I just want it to be organic. I want people to know they will say she went hard. She went hard, and she was a tough cookie, and she could fight. So
That's right. Shit, after watching your fights, they ain't gonna have no choice. Like you said, sometimes you ain't even gotta say something, say nothing about anything. When they look at the evidence on tape, they like, damn, she get down. She about that
Exactly.
business. You know what I'm saying? So, well, my next question for you, Franchon. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you fine. Go ahead.
No, I was saying unifying. You unified now. What would undisputed mean to you?
Oh, it would mean
Yeah, I know
so
it's
much.
mean, right?
I just even thinking about it, that'd be like the top one. That'd be 1%. That'd be even less than 1% in that club. As I stated, Bernard Hopkins is my mentor. And it's crazy the way the universe works, because a few months ago we were in New York. He invited Glenn and I to come up and celebrate his 20th anniversary of him actually knocking out Tito at Madison Square Garden. Iconic moment, you know, especially with everything leading up to it. And ever since he's kind of taken me under his wing, he considers me like the female B-Hop. We were in Miami. He took me on the same routes he trained for his world title and undisputed titles. And this is before I had the new promoter and even had a fight date. So to actually win would be like crazy, because I told him in New York, I said, I always wanted to see my name in lights in Times Square. And I'm not in Times Square, but Madison Square Garden, like to win there would be so crazy. It would mean everything to me. Long story short.
No, you said it beautifully. I think it would mean, because I know I looked at it, I'm like, damn, undisputed for super middleweight Franchon. I said that shit will be big, man. So just keep pushing with that, man, because I'm looking forward to it.
And once I do that, nobody can tell me anything. I don't have to be popular and everything. When they check those record books, they're gonna see. That's all that matters.
That's right.
Exactly. Since you brought that up, how was it? You know they're telling you, Franchon, you about to make your first headlines on TV. Your first show fight on TV. How was it? Butterflies or what?
When I fought on TV
For pro.
first?
Yes.
Oh yeah, my first world title fight was on TV, ESPN. I don't care, man. I get busy. Like, I really try to keep my mind into the thought process of same crap, different toilet. Because you can go to the bathroom in a one-room shack. You can go to a 5-star hotel. You still going to do the same thing. It's just a little more fancy. But
I wasn't ready for that one, but you know,
I'm keeping it 100. This is how
that's right. That's right.
But I just I was made for this. I think I earned it, and I think I'm made for this. So TV is nothing. Like, people, I'm glad. I want people to see me.
That's right.
You remember your toughest amateur fight?
But I'm a famous boxer.
Oh, okay. You remember your toughest amateur fight?
Yeah, I had two. One girl, when I first went international in Russia, I fought this woman. I don't need, now look back, it might have been a dude. It might have been a dude.
Hey, it might have been. It might have been.
But I think, honestly, fighting Clarissa Shields changed my life. Like, she really, because I was winning and dominating for such a long time, and when she came, she really just turned my world upside down. But she pushed me to have to tap into a different level and just be a better fighter. Because, mind you, I've been fighting for a long time, so I've seen generation after generation, and with her, she just pushed me to be a better fighter. So I would say her. She's my best rival. She's like, yeah.
She's a lot of people's best rival. They don't give her the credit that she deserves. But, you know.
Oh, that's going to change, though.
Exactly. She helping women boxing out a lot. And they don't respect it. That's a shame, the way they treat women boxers, period.
Yeah, I like that she's very authentic. She's rough around the edges, but she was very rough when she came out. But she's her. You know what I'm saying? She's a young woman now. She's finding herself, and she's doing she a boss. Like, if I was to sit here and hate on her, I'd be hating
Mm-hmm.
on myself. Like, I respect her, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She always had my back, so I will never talk down on her unless we fighting.
Yeah, about to say it changes up.
I
And
might
that's
talk a
one
little stuff, but I'm not gonna ever. Y'all
that's
never see
right.
the black girl against black girl thing over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's why
Mhm.
I like about I watched a couple of your interviews, and that question always come up: rematch with Clarissa Shields, and it's almost as if whoever hosting the show they waiting for you to say something bad, but you change it up and you show homage to her respectfully. You know what I'm saying? You don't be like, and a lot of other female fighters that you show respect to, and I think a lot of guys be wanting you to kind of turn and heat up on them a little bit, but for you, I just think that that's not in your DNA.
For what? Like, I'm secure in myself. Like, I'm amazing. Like, I'm my own person, and I'm beautiful and successful in my own way. Why would I? I'm not in her lane. Like, she has all these accolades. I have a lot of accolades too. I'm very confident in what I do, and I'm not. That's insecurity right there.
Yes, it is.
Totally agree. Now, Monica come with this crazy question that I'm just gonna read it. She say, "I asked the last boxer who was on this show this question. Let me see those knuckles, girl. Let me see what you working with."
Look, this is crazy. I don't know.
Monica, oh my
Oh,
God,
she is
Monica.
funny, man.
Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah.
That-
You gotta love that. You gotta love the chats, Franchon. We get it
I love
every
it.
day. We love it. I love the attention, man. I love it.
oh man. So I want to ask you. I ask people this all the time. What makes a boxer great? What makes a fighter great?
The ability to adapt, adaptability, teachability, adaptability, heart, skill, will, and just having passion. You can still
No.
be you, but you gotta learn to roll with it. Like, you look at the greats, like my mentor Bernard Hopkins. He lasts decades, and you can't do that without adapting, without having
Mhm.
will and skill, and being able to learn new things and add to your repertoire. So that's what I feel.
That's right.
Exactly. I'm totally with that. Mr. Man in the house, he says, "Salute, Queen. Everybody come up in here, put these
Mr.
questions to
Man.
her."
Mr. Man. What's
No, she
up,
read
champ?
whatever it is. She got it. She showed her knuckles. They wasn't ass. She like Jaleel Hackett was last week.
Hey, Jaleel gonna get you for
Hey, he
that,
blew his
man.
spot up.
Yeah. Hey, look. Now, Franchon, you've been with the Headbangers for 7 to 8 years, right? Now,
Yeah.
when I first started coming up to the gym and coming to the fights, most recently Nasheed's at the Rose Crawl, and I watch how people embrace you. You know, it's always all love, all respect. What are you? What's the word I'm looking for? What? How does the Headbangers? How does that make you feel?
Well, I think um I finally found a home. Um, when I came, Lamont and Anthony were there, and I looked up to them. You know what I'm saying? To come into a gym, like, I came from a gym that kind of hated on me because I was successful in the amateurs. So I was like the big fish in a pond. But when I came there, I was just like, I was a big fish, but I had room to grow. Everybody was doing their thing, and it's not hate. It's established people there. Like the coaches are career men, family men. So it's just a
Mm-hmm.
healthy atmosphere for me. Um, and then the different kind of fighters. Either you're going to sink and swim. Not everybody's going to last. There's people who've come and people who've left. But I've achieved some great things with them, and that's who I'm gonna finish my career out with.
I know that's right. So tell us. I know you got some war stories. You sparring the guys up in there. Who you bang up? Let us know. We ain't gonna tell nobody.
Everybody. Like, even outside the gym, I probably spar more world champions than these guys that's supposed to be big shit. Trust me, I'm certified, qualified, all of that.
I know that's right. Y'all heard that. Certified, qualified. So don't step to it.
Up
She
there
knock you
tearing
down.
their asses up, putting that
I
heat on
raise
them,
them.
man.
I raise them like you spoke in Nasheed. When I was supposed to fight in Undisputed June 19th, 2021, you know, he was in my camp and I took him. I wanted him to experience that because, like, for me, I never knew what was out there. So I was experiencing things for the first time and I never had someone to take me under their wing. So I was like, you know what? I want to expose them to this kind of stuff. If that's where they want to go, you got to see it to believe it. And then like B-Hop, he would show me certain things I've never seen before. And I'm touching him, like going with him to celebrate something he did 20 years ago. Now I'm about to touch it. So, you know, I just try to pay it forward. I remember one thing Lamont Peterson told me, I think it was before my first world title fight. I said, how far are you willing to go, you know, in these fights? Because I'm like, you know, I might have to die out this bitch for this fight. And he was like, he said, I'm willing to go as far as I have to go. And I've seen him prove it time and time again. So I really took that to heart, especially him being a world champion. And I just like, okay, so, you know, you just try to pay it forward to the future generation because I'm not going to be here forever, you know?
Exactly. Big Dog in the house. Louis say, I'm late, but who is her promoter? It's Matchroom, Big Dog.
Yeah, he always late, but I still love you, Big Dog. Even when you late, I love you still, dog.
He on CP time.
Oh man, any up and coming fighters that you look up to and like watching fight?
I don't know. I like all the new talent. Like it's like a lot of great talent. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna sit here and run off 100 names. Like I feel like the godmother because I've seen so many fighters come and go and grow up. Like I came up in the amateurs with an Errol Spence, like all these greats that everybody love. I've been in the ring with Shakur, Jamel Herring, Errol Spence, Daniel Jake. Like I've been in the ring with everybody. So I'm just happy the sport is still thriving and female boxing is growing.
Yes, it is.
Exactly, it is. It's doing real good, and I think, man, like you say, make all the money you. I believe you're gonna be a millionaire 5 times over. Hey, we got your back, man. We got your back.
I receive it.
That's right. Take it all in, man.
What you think about the drug testing program? How can we change? How can we catch all these damn cheats?
Just test. I mean, nothing's 100%, but testing. I'm so blessed. Like it saved my life. Like honestly, people just because I'm strong, you know, when Black women, we don't really have the opportunity to be strong. I mean, vulnerable or anything like that or complain. But like I really could have died in my fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm just blessed that my experience, I survived, and my experience brought some kind of light on the nastiness that's in the sport. But to vet all of those things, you just have to keep getting tested. And you just pray, you know, athletes will have integrity. You know?
Yeah, that's right. Because I remember, man, when you fought that opponent, Jimenez, I remember a coworker of mine was like, man, you see that girl fight that dude last night?
Yeah, they was. I swear they was saying that. What dude y'all talking about?
They was like boxing chain, and this person that I was talking to, they don't know much about boxing. So that's why I got my attention. He was like, they changed the rules now. I'm like, man, what the you talking about? He said it was a dude fighting a girl last night in the ring. And I had to go back and look, and it was the fight you fought Jimenez. And I was like, I looked at her, I was like, dude.
It was so crazy at the press conference, at the weigh-in. Like, we watched the video, when that person stepped on the mic, people was like, what? Even B-Hop was like, you know, like, damn. They was calling him Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, it was too much. And the guy, like one of the people, I can't say his name because it ain't, you know, they kept asking me and my team, like, is that a woman? Like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, they were behooved. Like, they could not wrap their mind around what they saw and what they heard and what was on paper. So, you know, that's behind me. I'm just putting energy into this undisputed, get this drug tested, and get this win.
Exactly. Monica said, I'm proud of you, sister, my sister. God bless you. I will start watching you, okay?
Thank you, Queen. Thank you.
We got UK in the house. This is our UK historian, Boston enthusiast. He said, going to be a hell of a card. Taylor Serrano. Oh, yes. That
Yes,
will be a
it
hell of a
is.
card. Mr. Man said, man, that first round with her and Clarissa was like her and the Haggers. They was banging.
Yes, that's a perfect
I'm
acknowledge,
telling you.
Mr. Man.
Thank you.
Oh man, that man you fought last fight should be banned for sport. They tripping down. Hey, she said she moved on from that. She moved on from that.
That's right.
Y'all
She
are
moved
not right.
on.
But hey,
Man,
I'm here. I'm still
exactly.
here. Thank you.
Hey, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I hate to break it up. I had to get this close. Say, wait a minute. I had to look 3 times just to make sure.
Look, I'm not dealing with y'all, but yeah, it was very confusing.
Hey, look, we can say what you we can say what you
That's
can't
right.
say.
We tell every fighter on here, we will say what they can't, what you can't say. And ain't nothing they can do about it.
That's
Butter
right.
B, what's up, champ? He say salute with Butter. You got the champ up in here. What's good with you? Yeah, she in here just chilling, talking shit.
You
say
got
she
me
better.
for a little bit longer because my bedtime is coming.
That's right, and we know it, and that's why we closing it up. We already know the diva got to get her sleep.
How much more time we got? Just give us a link. I'll cut it off.
You got about 5 minutes.
All right, well, look, guess what? I'm about to give her roses right here. When we get people on the show, we give them their roses. I done had Lamont, Anthony, Boogie, everybody on the Rebuttal Entertainment get their roses because you know tomorrow ain't promised. I'm so proud of you. As the more I started to research you, because I've seen you a couple of times with the fights and stuff. We spoke, but I didn't get to know you. But just by researching you, I'm blown away with all of the accomplishments and all of the things that you're doing, and that's going to open the doors for the young ladies that's coming behind you. That's what I look at. You look at the young ladies that's looking right now at this show and seeing you doing your thing. I'm just blown away. I'm so proud of you. April the 30th, I'm gonna be watching the fight, and guess what? I ain't even gonna fire stick it. If it's pay-per-view, I'm gonna pay for it.
That's right.
That's right.
We gonna help her be that millionaire.
That's
we
right.
Got her.
That's right. So keep doing your thing, sister. And we love you on the Rebuttal. Anytime you got beef with somebody and you can't say it, guess what? Me and him, we'll say it.
I'll say it real quick. And let me get these. We got 2 minutes. Let me get these off. Boss enthusiasts say more testosterone than Schwarzenegger, that Jim Nash. Oh my God. They go for who is the GOAT in her opinion?
Who's the GOAT in the women's boxing?
Well, by trademark and professionally, Clarissa Shields.
Exactly.
That don't bother me. I'm not gonna take that from her. That's what she want to be. That's what she. I mean, shit. She got the resume. Mm-hmm. Hey, I'm not. It's okay.
I got you. Butterbean say, I see her on Twitter. She can't get away.
Oh, man.
They tripping that. Well, Tony said, appreciate you so much and God bless you in your career. I have no doubt you you will go higher.
Thank you.
What's her record? Look it up. I think it's 7-1-1, something like that.
It's 7-1, but listen. Look up. I've been around for a long time. I'm very accomplished.
That's right. Very accomplished. Like I said, she's doing her thing, and we really appreciate you for stopping by the Rebuttal Entertainment. Anything we could do for